Hello everyone and welcome to your December 11th or the weekend of December 11th class. I thought we would change position of the mat today, and the lighting isn't great, but I really wanted to appreciate the nice snow we got over this week, so hopefully that adds to the kind of atmosphere of our wintry sequence that we have, I have prepared for you. And it'll be a bit of a more heated sequence today, so we'll be doing a little bit of Vinyasa, but at the end we'll slow it down, take a little bit more time on the stretches. Right, so to begin, find a nice comfy seat on the mat. Sometimes starting in seated positions can be quite tricky if your hips aren't feeling very open, so feel free to grab a pillow to sit on something. We'll be here for a little while as we warm up the body. So if you need that, go ahead, pause the video, grab a pillow or a blanket. And we may need a blanket as well. We'll be doing some low lunges, and that's quite a recurring theme this month. And it's really nice to put like a little bit of extra cushioning under the knee when you do a low lunge. All right, so get any kind of props that you may need for this sequence, and then find a nice neutral spine, a nice neutral seat. Again, elevate those hips on something if it helps. If you feel like you need that opening in the hip. And take a few deep breaths. Find that neutral spine. Lengthen through the top of the head. Tuck the chin in. Tuck the lower ribs in here a little bit. And begin to breathe down all the way to the base of the stomach. Really fill up your torso. After a few breaths like this, I encourage you to bring one of your hands onto your stomach and the other hand onto your chest here. It kind of helps us breathe into the hands and get that full deep breath. So try and breathe into that bottom hand on the stomach and into the top hand on the chest. It's really important to start a yoga sequence just kind of bringing ourselves onto the mat in this way. Calming down, finding stillness within our day. In yoga practice, we kind of go from stillness to movement and then back to stillness again at the end. Release the hands down to the legs. Lengthen through the spine again if you felt like you were lapsing a little bit there. Very nice. Flutter the eyes open. Bring the arms out in front of you. Connect the palms. We're going to warm up the spine. So I've asked a few of you where you'd like to be, where you'd like to open the chest, or open the body, relieve stiffness. And a lot of you said the back, the shoulders, and the neck. So we'll begin with the back today. I'll make sure to target all of those areas, but we'll just begin with warming up the spine, which is really important when we begin our yoga practice either way. All right, so keep those arms extended out in front of you, and then inhale, bring the right arm to the back. Exhale, bring it to the middle. Inhale, left arm towards the back. Exhale, bring it to the middle. Keep it going, other side. As you keep going, maybe you can bring that hand a little bit further back. Inhale to open, exhale to close. Keep it going, link that breath with your movement. One more time. Very nice. Bring it back to the middle. Bring the hands to your chest. Take a breath. On the inhale, reach the palms up. Lengthen through the spine. Get that nice opening. Try and tuck the ribs in. Exhale, sprinkle the hands down to the sides. Inhale, connect the palms again. Reach up. Exhale, sprinkle the hands down. Inhale, reach up again. Exhale, sprinkle the hands down. Inhale, reach up. Keep it going. I really love this warm-up. It's a really nice flowing movement. Very nice. One more time. Great. Come back to that neutral position. Place the hands here on the knees, or however you're seated, just bring the hands in the comfortable position so we can bring the shoulder blades not all the way back, but just like in that nice neutral position here. Take another breath. And then on the next inhale, begin to very slowly rotate your head all the way around. Exhale down through the front. Inhale again through the back. Exhale through the front. Inhale through the back. You can start to move the top of the spine as well if that feels good. Very nice. Swap directions now. Excellent. Bring it back to the middle. Shake it out. Get that neck back to normal here. Sometimes doing those rotations can feel a little bit difficult if we're not used to tensing the muscles in our neck or holding our head's weight in a different position. Very good. Inhale, come forward. We're going to move the rest of the body. Here we go. Add a few little wrist circles here while we're in the tabletop position. Let's bring the wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Very nice. Place the hands a little bit more forward. Lift up off of the toes or onto the toes. Lift the knees off the mat. Come into your plank position. Press up and away with the shoulder blades. On the exhale, lift the hips up and back. Come into that downward facing dog. Press the heels down to the mat. Tuck the lower ribs in. Lengthen through that spine. Press away with the hands. Really push into that mat. Take a breath or two. Very nice. On the next inhale, come forwards into plank. Round through the spine as we do this. We're going to incorporate our cat-cow into this movement. It may be a little tricky at first, but that's okay. You can try and get the hang of it here. If you just prefer moving up with the hips back and forth, that's okay as well. Still warms the spine up, but I'll show you how to do these movements here. So, to begin, from our plank, we want to dip the stomach, raise the hips here. So bend the knees as well. Come into that cow position. Then on the exhale, lift the hips up and back, come into the down dog. Inhale, round through the spine, just like cat. So we're coming forward, making a spinal wave. Exhale, Lift the hips, drop the stomach, peel it up and back, downward facing dog. Here we go, a few more like that. Inhale, come forwards into plank. Exhale, drop the stomach, lift the hips, bend the knees. Inhale to plank. Keep it going, see if you can get that movement. Alternatively, you can just inhale to your plank, exhale to your down dog without the spinal flow. So see what feels good. Inhale, come forwards. Keep it going. Very nice. One more time and meet me in downward facing dog. Very nice. Lower the knees down to the mat. We're just going to take a brief rest here in child's pose before we begin the vinyasa part of the sequence. So place that head down on the mat. You can either be on the forehead or on one of the cheeks. And take a breath or two. Very nice. Place the hands out in front of you. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very nice. On the next inhale, begin to walk up between the hands. Take it slowly. First halfway lift or first forward fold of the day here. So first halfway lift, then exhale, fold forward. So when we walk up, we want to be very gentle because we can be stiff in the legs, and sometimes walking between the hands can be a little bit difficult. Take a breath or two here and forward fold. Dirty mat. Then on the inhale, press into the feet. We want to imagine your body is one whole unit here. So engage the muscles, engage the glutes, really press up, and then you can round safely through the spine up into standing. Wow, that's really nice snowy mountain view I have here. That's awesome. Snowy hill view. Here we go. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring them down to the middle. Take a breath here in your mountain pose. If you feel better, you can place the hands by your sides. On the next inhale, reach the arms up. And we'll begin our sun salutations with that vinyasa flowy feel to them. So it'll be a bit quicker pace this time, but we'll go through it like a few times, and by the end of it, you should be able to get the pacing and the sequence of the poses. So exhale from here, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step that right leg back. So from here, you may need that cushioning I talked about at the beginning, and place it underneath that right knee. You can either stay up on the toes or down on the foot. On the inhale, reach upwards, antler the arms. So instead of cactus here, we want to bring the palms facing towards us and a little bit further away, and then pull the elbows backwards. Add a little bit of a back bend here. Exhale, place the hands down on the mat. Inhale, raise off of that right knee. Step the left foot back. Take a breath here in plank. On the exhale, lower the knees down to the mat. Shift forwards and down. Inhale, up to cobra. Wow, that was a crack. Oh my gosh. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. My spine always does that when I start back bending. After even like an hour of not doing yoga, it cracks again. There we go. Nice. On the next inhale, raise the right leg up. Exhale, step it between the hands. Lower down onto the left knee. On the inhale, rise up. Swap the cushioning under that left knee if you need it. Antler the arms, face the palms toward you, pull the elbows back. Exhale, bring those hands down to the mat. Inhale, lift off of the left leg. Exhale, step it forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, rise all the way up. Connect the palms. Exhale, bring the hands down to the sides. Here we go. We'll do it again. Maybe adding like a few extra steps in there, but the core poses are the same. All right, here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we're gonna step that left foot back. This time, same side we just did. Inhale, rise up, antler the arms. Exhale, slide those hands forward onto the front knee, tilt backwards. Inhale, reach up, connect the palms. Exhale, place the hands down the outside of the right foot, lift off of the left knee. Step that right foot back, take a breath and plank. Exhale, lower the knees down to the mat, shift forwards and down. Inhale, rise up, cobra, press that chest forward. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Come into your downward facing dog. Very nice. Inhale, raise that left leg up. Exhale, step it between the hands, lower down onto the right knee. Inhale, rise up, antler the arms. Right here. Inhale, reach up with the hands. Exhale, place them down onto that front left leg. And from here, add an active back bend. So really press away with the back. You may not be pressing too much in the hands, but it helps to stabilize yourself here. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, place them down next on the outside of the left foot. Rise off of the right knee. Step it, this time forwards into that halfway lift. Next, exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, rise all the way up. Connect the palms. Exhale, bring the hands down through the middle and by the sides. Very nice. Here we go. Adding a couple extra little steps in there again. Inhale, reach up, connect the palms. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back from here. Come into your plank. Actually, sorry, that was wrong. Step the right foot back, lower the right knee down to the mat. Inhale, rise up. Starting sun salutation A here. Antler the arms. We're on sun salutation C, not sun salutation A. Inhale, reach up with the hands. Exhale, place both hands on that left leg. Open that chest. Inhale to lift further. Very nice. Inhale, reach that right arm out to the side here. Keep that left arm on the left knee. Exhale, bring both hands down, frame that left foot, lift off of the right knee, step it back to plank. Take a breath. Exhale, lower the knees down to the mat, shift forwards and down. Inhale, lift the chest up, come into cobra. So we're not like here. We want to really press the chest forward, roll the shoulders back a little bit here. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Come into your downward facing dog. On the next inhale, raise that right leg up. Exhale, step it between the hands. Really like, if you're struggling to step the foot up here, really press away with the shoulder blades and lift off of the toes or the back toes. Lower that left knee down to the mat. Place the cushioning there if you need it. Inhale, rise up, antler the arms. Inhale, reach up with the hands. Exhale, place both hands onto that right leg. Inhale, lift the chest up. Breathe. Pull the stomach in and up. My cat is trying to get in the door. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, slide that right hand onto the left leg. Reach the left arm over. Exhale, bring both hands down, frame that right foot, lift off of the left knee. Inhale, step forwards. Come into that halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, rise all the way up. Connect the palms. Exhale, bring the hands down through the middle. Very nice. All right, so we'll do a few just normal sun salutation A's, and then we'll add one more of those low lunge sun salutations with a little bit of a back opener. So here we go. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back into your plank. Take a breath. On the next exhale, lower forwards and down. So with this, you can bring the knees down for the modification like we've been doing, or try the low plank, so the chaturanga, which looks like this. So you shift forwards, lower down into like a low push-up position, trying to keep a nice straight line with the body and lift those shoulders a little bit. We don't want them lower. That's bad for our bones at the front. It's hard to hold. Release down once you've held that for a little couple of seconds or maybe a breath, and then inhale, lift the chest forwards. Cobra. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. On the next inhale, walk up between the hands. Take it slow. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, rise all the way up. Connect the palms. Exhale, bring the hands down through the middle. Nice. 2 more times. Here we go. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back to plank. Take a breath. Again, you can lower the knees down and shift forwards and down like we normally do, or give chaturanga a go. So, forwards and down, hold for a moment. Lower the body onto the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. So this is the Vinyasa speed. It's a little bit quicker than our normal practice, but it's really nice to build some heat, and it's a really nice challenge. Just slow it down if you need to. There's actually an option on YouTube to slow the practice down or to slow the video down a little bit. So if you need that, definitely take that option, because alignment is more important than keeping the pace. Here we go. On the next inhale, walk up between the hands, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, round all the way up. Connect the palms. Exhale, bring them down through the middle. One more time. Here we go. Another extra step with a little bit of an added difficulty. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. So here we go. From here, you can either walk back into plank or hop it back to your plank. From here, lower forwards and down, chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, lift the chest. Come into that upward facing dog this time. You can still do cobra. Upward facing dog can be a little bit difficult. Difference between cobra and upward facing dog is cobra's down here. You add a little bit of a bend in the elbows, more active in the back. Upward facing dog is you press into the hands, lift the entire legs off of the mat by pressing into the top of the feet and the palms. From here, exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths here, since it's our last sun salutation A. Just relax here for a moment, find that length in the back. Pedal it out if you need to. The heels don't have to make it to the mat. You can be here, you can bend the knees. That often feels really good in down dog. Very nice. On the next inhale, so you can either walk or hop between the hands. Come into that halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, rise all the way up. Connect the palms. Exhale, bring them down through the middle. Very nice. Take a breath. All right, let's make our way back to downward facing dog, and then we'll do a bit more of a Vinyasa E sequence, and then move on to a last sun salutation C, and then stretching. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. Connect the palms. Maybe add a little bit of a back bend this time. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hop or step back. Come to your plank. Next, inhale here once. Next, exhale, lower forwards down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest up. Maybe come into that upward facing dog if that feels good. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Very nice. Take a breath here before we start the sequence. Here, since we're taking a couple breaths here, if you want to play around with the downward facing or the upward facing dog position, then you can come back here and see if that feels good, because we did go through it quite quickly just there. So make sure that you feel stable in this position. If you really don't, then make sure you make that modification and come back into your cobra or low cobra. Now you can just hang out here in down dog for a couple breaths. Very nice. Whenever you're ready, come back into that down dog. And on the next inhale, raise that right leg up. Exhale, step it between the hands. Nice. Inhale, rise up, antler the arms. High lunge. Make sure those feet are nice hip width distance apart here, knees stacked over the ankle. Very good. Inhale, reach up with the hands. Exhale, sprinkle them down just like at the beginning. Inhale, connect the palms. Reach up, exhale, sprinkle them down. Inhale, connect the palms. Exhale, sprinkle them down. Inhale, reach up. Keep it going. This time, keep the palms connected. On the exhale, extend that front leg if you can. If this feels a bit too much for you, keep a bend in the leg, bow down forwards towards that front leg. You can bring that back heel down to the mat for a little bit more stability. But I encourage you to try and hold it here. Just if it is too much, make sure you find stability before deepening into the pose. Very nice. Bring a bend back into the knee. Reach up with the hands. Exhale, bring them down to the mat. Step it back into plank. Take a breath. Next, exhale, lower forwards and down. Inhale, lift, chaturanga or upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. I think I should migrate back here. I'm worried I'm not in the shot. Uh-oh, that would not be good. Very nice. We'll take it to the other side and then we'll speed it up. Here we go. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step it between the hands. Very good. Once you have that balance, feet hip width distance apart, rise up, high lunge. Antler the arms, add a little back bend here. Knees stacked over the ankle, not bowing inwards, we want that stability. Inhale, connect the palms, reach up. Exhale, sprinkle the hands down. Inhale, connect the palms, reach up. Exhale, sprinkle the hands down. Inhale, reach up. Very nice. Connect the palms, extend that front leg, bow down forwards towards it. Bring the hands down on the mat if that feels good as well, actually. Might be a little bit more stable, and then you can bend the knees slightly here. Very nice. Wherever you are, reach the hands back up again. Exhale, place them down on the outside of that left foot, step it back into your plank position, take a breath. Exhale, lower forwards and down. Inhale, lift either cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Make sure you take those modifications as we do these sequences. Vinyasa can be a little bit tricky. It can be quite intense and heat building, so take your time. Very good. On the next inhale, raise that right leg up. We're doing it again. Exhale, step that foot between the hands. Inhale, rise up, antler the arms. Nice stable structure here. Inhale, connect the palms. Exhale, sprinkle the hands down. Inhale, connect the palms. Sprinkle the hands down. One more time, connect the palms. Very nice. Bring the palms together. Bend over that front leg. Come into the pyramid pose. If you need to bring that back heel down to the mat, you can. If you need to place the hands down on the mat, you can as well. Just see what feels good for you. Find length in that lower back as well in this position. Nice. Release the hands, bend the leg. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, place the hands down on the outside of that right foot. Step it back to plank. Take a breath. Next, exhale. Lower forwards and down. I'm going to go all the way down to the mat this time. Inhale for cobra. Or upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Do it one more time on the other side. Very nice. Inhale, lift that left leg up. Exhale, step it between the hands. On the inhale, rise up, get that nice base. Come into that high lunge, antler the arms. Inhale, connect the palms, reach up. Sprinkle the hands down to the side. One more time. Very nice. Connect the palms. Extend that front leg, bend down forwards. One more breath. Bend that front knee, reach up with the hands again. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat, step it back to your plank, take a breath. On the exhale, lower the knees down to the mat, shift forwards and down. Inhale, lift the chest up, cobra. Exhale. This time we're gonna come all the way back into a nice gentle child's pose. Bring that forehead down to the mat. You can leave the arms extended overhead or bring them back next to the feet. Take a couple of breaths here. Let that body cool down. Let the heart rate lower. Hopefully you respected your body. You took any kind of modification in the lunges, if you couldn't do the arm movements, or if you needed to find more stability in shortening your stance or something like that. But be proud of yourself for challenging yourself and trying a Vinyasa flow today. We'll be slowing it down from here on out. Very nice. Inhale, come forwards and up. Exhale, we're gonna walk the left hand out, followed by the right hand, and sink the chest towards the mat here. So this might be a little bit of a tricky pose to get into, but we wanna kind of rest here on the elbows and keep the knees underneath the hips. Sink that chest down for our puppy pose. Open those shoulders. Very nice. From puppy, inhale, come forwards. Gonna lower down onto the stomach, lift the chest up, come into that Sphinx pose. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Just a nice passive back bend here. From here, bring the hands next to the chest. Inhale, lift off of the chest. Come into your cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, reach the hands out in front of you. Connect the palms. I can't reach here. There's a bike in front of me. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest again, cobra. Maybe go a little bit higher. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, connect the palms. Reach the hands out in front of you. Exhale, bring the hands down next to the chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, connect the palms, reach the hands out overhead. Exhale, hands next to the chest. Inhale, lift. One more. Inhale, reach the hands out in front of you. Exhale, bring the hands next to the chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower back down. Let those hands rest next to the hips. Lower the head down onto the mat for reverse Shavasana here. Try not to lie on the mic. Very nice. From here, we're going to place the hands back next to the chest. This time, tuck the toes under, lift up into our tabletop position. From here, we're just going to gently step that right foot forwards, come into, again, our low lunge position. So instead of doing the last sun salutation C, I think we'll just do a nice, easy stretch with the low lunge pose. So bring that ankle underneath the knee, and from here, we're going to bring that left foot inwards, reach back with the right hand here, and pull the foot towards the glutes. Take a breath. You can open that chest maybe a little bit towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower that foot down to the mat. Step that right leg back, bring the knees under the hips again, wrists under the shoulders. Nice. Add one cat-cow here, tip the stomach, raise the hips and the head. Exhale. Press away with the shoulder blades, lift the hips around the back. Very nice. Step that left leg up. From here, you can bring the back knee a little bit further back if you want more of a stretch. And reach back for that left, with the left hand, reach for the right foot. Pull it inwards, lift the chest. That's a really nice view for the stretch, awesome. Very nice, lower it back down. Step that foot back, come back into tabletop. We'll add one more cat-cow here. Inhale, drop the stomach, raise the hips, raise the chest. Exhale, round to the back. Very nice. Curl the toes under, lift the hips up and back. Come into downward facing dog. Take a breath. From here, we're going to inhale, walk to the top of the mat. Take it slow. Come into halfway lift. Exhale, come down into a deep forward fold. Relax. Very nice. Bring the hands back towards the mat here and just walk the feet out to be about mat width distance apart. We're going to come into like our garland pose, and since it's kind of, holiday theme here, I thought garland was fitting. So we'll just open the hips here in garland pose if you can. If you need a block or something you can place something under the heels. If you're not making it all the way down, you can stay here and just work on that flexibility, work on the ankles, work on the hips. And then try and find length in the back. If you can, I think it's most important to work on the ankle flexibility for this position, and then you can get into the hips and find that length in the back. But it requires a lot of, the ankles, the knees, the hips, they all need to be a little bit open here. Just find your variation of it, make your way down. Very nice. From here, you can either inhale up or sit back down on the mat from the Malasana or garland pose. So just make your way on off the mat into a nice seat here. Bring the left foot over the right thigh and lean towards the foot. Coming into a seated eye of the needle. So if that feels good for you, then hold here. But if you want to go a little bit deeper, we can do the baby cradle. So extend the right foot out, hold on to your leg here. You can bring one arm under, one arm over, and just maybe rock your leg back and forth to help open the hips. It's a really nice opening pose. It's the first day where the snow kind of stuck onto the trees. Every day it was melting during the day, but today it actually stayed on the branches and everything. It was cool enough for it to stay, which is cool. Nice, release that leg down. From here we're gonna bring the right leg over the left. Again, you can stay here. This can be a modification, or grab onto it. Start to baby cradle it here a little bit. Release the foot down. From here, try and extend those legs out in front of you. If that's difficult for you to sit up with, then remain here. Keep the hands behind you. But if you want to give a forward fold a go, then inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, fold down over towards the legs. So this is as far as you get. You may want to bring like a towel around the feet, or whatever you use for your knee. You can maybe hook it around the feet and grab onto it with each hand. And pull down towards the hands like this. We want to aim to get the belly button towards the legs here. And hinge from the hips. So try and find your variation. You can also be here with the hands on the legs and the knees and the calves. Just try and feel that stretch. You can also add a gentle bend in the knees if that feels good for you. And come on down towards the legs. Inhale, rise back up. Take a breath here, just let that spine and everything reset. Inhale, raise the legs up. Frame the legs with the hands. We'll come into our boat pose, which we're renaming to sled pose for this month. So frame the legs, connect the palms, and just like at the beginning, you can either turn to the side here or hook the left arm on the right leg and right arm reaches out and back. Inhale, bring it back to the middle. Exhale, other side. Hold that balance. I'm not doing a very good job actually today. Inhale back to the middle. If that felt good with the forward fold bend, then maybe try and extend the legs here a little bit and hold for a couple of breaths. Exhale, lower back down. Very nice. Scoof the glutes forward and make your way onto your back. Oh, very nice. From here, we're going to walk the right leg out. Bring the left foot so it's on to the right thigh. And then inhale, reach the arms up, connect the palms. Come into a recline like Christmas tree pose here. Open that left hip. Just relax on down. Nice. Swap sides. Extend the left leg out. Bring the right leg, right foot, place it on the left thigh. Inhale again. You can reach the arms up if that felt nice. Very nice. Hands back down through the middle. Lift the knees up. Bring them together. And then take them to one side here. Keep the knees higher than the hips. Extend the right arm out, or whichever arm is the opposite side of the legs. Then look past that arm. Bring the shoulders down. Keep them onto the mat. Nice deep spinal twist. Inhale, bring the legs back to the middle. Exhale, take them to the other side. Swap the arm you were faced towards as well. Inhale, bring it back to the middle. Exhale, walk the feet out. We'll come into our Shavasana. Hands next to the hips, palms facing the ceiling, feet facing away from you. And take some deep breaths here. Again, if it felt good at the beginning of the sequence, bring one hand onto the chest, one onto the stomach. Try and breathe into the hands. Nice deep calming breaths. Find that stillness again. Maybe notice the surroundings you're in, sounds, smells. Then bring your awareness back to your breathing. And on the next exhale, relax the forehead and the jaw. Relax the eyes. Relax the shoulders. Release the hands down to the mat if they were on your chest or your stomach. Continue to breathe here. Just let your body melt down onto the mat. Be here for a couple of minutes. Couple more deep breaths. Just enjoy the last few moments of stillness here on your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up, full body stretch. Exhale, turn to one of your sides, bring the hands back down. Take a breath here. Inhale, press up. Come into a nice seated position. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, rise back up. And we'll finish there. The sun kind of set while we were practicing. Hopefully the lighting was okay throughout the video. I'll have to check through after. But thank you for joining me, and I will see you next week on Zoom.